According to the Daily Telegraph, Mr. Cox is adamant the UK could break off from the Irish backstop because of terms highlighted in the Vienna Convention. Hopes have been raised by this move, which some believe could lead the way for Eurosceptic MPs to vote for Theresa May's deal, which has previously been rejected twice. His advice says if a socially destabilising effect is had because of the backstop on Northern Ireland, the terms could be breached. Mr. Cox argues this would be considered a fundamental change of circumstance, something the terms say cannot occur. The advice states, Article 62 of the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties, which is reflective of the customary international law rule rebus 6 stantibus, permits the termination of a treaty in such circumstances. It is in my view clear and undoubted in those circumstances that international law provides the UK with the right to terminate the withdrawal agreement if that were to happen. The UK would no doubt offer to continue to observe the unexhausted obligations in connection, for example, with citizens' rights. He said if the EU were to reject this move, the case could be sent to the arbitration tribunal on the basis of evidence that the protocol was having the opposite effect of its whole purpose. Read more. Remainers warned Britons won't be polite if Brexit thwarted. Mr. Cox hopes the advice could hold the key to getting Mrs. May's deal voted through. Image Getty. Mr. Cox hopes Eurosceptic MPs such as Jacob Rees-Mogg could vote for the deal. Image Getty. However, critics have blasted Mr. Cox's advice, calling it a complete non-starter. Leading lawyer Martin Howe QC told the Evening Standard, an argument based on Article 62, the fundamental change, is a complete non-starter. He cited the leading case currently in the International Court of Justice, which involves the Gabčíkovo-Nagy-Maros case between Hungary and Slovakia. Mr. Lowe said that the case showed radical changes in circumstance were actually required. On Thursday night, MPs voted to extend Article 50. Image Getty. He added, the fall of the Soviet Union, disappearance of the Warsaw Pact, and dissolution of Czechoslovakia were not sufficient to satisfy this ground. The other issue is under Article 62, the change of circumstances has to be unforeseeable. As we are talking about this change of circumstances now, it cannot be unforeseeable. On Thursday night, MPs voted to extend Article 50 in an attempt to delay Brexit. The vote was the latest in a number of key votes held by Parliament to try and resolve issues surrounding the UK's exit from the EU.